Kaldhiem, so fine. Here we are again, another draft with Kenji, Numot the Nummy. Yeah, more Kaldhiem drafting. Set's been great, been loving it still. And so let's just jump right in. Hopefully now people are more accustomed to what the cards do. I'm not going to go over every single individual card. I'm going to tell you right now, though, that Asika's Chariot is bonkers. Definitely going to pick one, pack one it here. Clearly the best card in the pack. Just does way too much work. 4 mana, 4/4. Get 2/2/2s in addition to it, and then every time it attacks, you can create a token that's a copy of a token you control. So usually you'll be copying just the cats, but you can copy a bunch of other cards in this format as well. Other good cards include the Icebind Pillar, Saw It Coming, the Ravenous Lindworm, but the Chariot is by far the best card there, so not a hard pickup for me. And then looks like Demon Bolt here is going to be the best card in this second pack. I think this is my second favorite common in the format, and the common I think is the second best. Seraph's Packmate, Demon Bolt, and Behold the Multiverse are all top 3 though. Anything else in this pack that we're really losing out on? Not really. I mean, the Frost Augur has a ton of upside if you can move into the snow deck. The Rune of Speed is fine, though not amazing. You really want to get some number of equipment, or more specifically the Runed Crown for any of the runes to be good. Shepherd of the Cosmos, very, very good, but I think the Demon Bolt is still just slightly better than it. So let's go ahead and take that and see what happens from there. Okay, got some options now. There's a Binding of the Old Gods as the card I'm probably going to take. But you also have an Inga Rune Eyes, just a solid 3 mana 4/4 with a ton of different abilities. Ravenous Lindworm, and then some other okay cards. I think the Binding, though, is easy pickup number 3 here. Just solid removal ramp, and then, you know, the Death Touch can become relevant in some cases, but normally it's just a 4 mana, kill anything, and get a forest out of your deck. And don't mind just taking it this early in the draft, as I'm not locked into red by any means. As we get pack number 4 here, pick number 4 here. Kind of an interesting pack. What are the best cards here? Snow Forest is probably up there. Another Inga. Depart the Realm is fine. Haven't had too much success with Valkyrie, although it's okay. It's very possible I should just take like the Horizon Seeker here. I mean, both of these cards are very splashable if I end up heavy green. So I could see taking the Horizon Seeker. Could also just see taking like the Snow-Covered Forest. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, if I wanted to stay truly open, not really move into any one color yet, I could just take the Inga as well. I guess I'd rather take an uncommon than a common here, so maybe we'll just see what's open. Take one of everything right now. And what is this? Pack 5, kind of a really poor pack. Not huge on Fall of the Imposter. Nico Defies Destiny is quite poor. Raven Form is not really something I'm looking to pick up this early. Because I never want to run more than like 1 in my decks anyways. In fact, this pick might actually just be like way down. It's a solid removal spell. It's nothing flashy, but everything else in this pack is really, really medium anyway, so don't mind taking that. Okay, alright. Well, now we have a Rimewood Falls here, so I think that's a pretty good sign. Remember, there is a Snowland in every single pack, but I think the Rimewood Falls is actually the best Snowland there is. I think the only other consideration I would take here is like the Raider's Carve. But I've been more impressed with this card in Sealed than I have in Draft. I mean, we've seen a lot of Jaspera Sentinels and not Vold Recluses go by, but I think that Rimewood Falls could definitely be some kind of sign that we might want to take. Okay, pick number 7. There is a Raven's Warning. I think this is a pretty decent saga. Much better than some of the other ones we have seen, but I'm not going to move in for that. There's a perfectly acceptable Lindworm here. My green decks always want at least one of these, and, you know, upwards I'll play like 3 sometimes. The card just does too much. 6/6 in this format is fantastic. It's just bigger than everything else. And then the 4 life gain, of course, can help you stabilize, so Easy Lindy there. And yeah, I'm going to take this Ice Tunnel now. This is 8th pick. That's another really good sign. This pack has a lot more playables in it, though. Like, Outrider's completely reasonable. Kinseekers is good. Run Ashore, Way Down, all completely reasonable. But, again, it looks like the snow deck might be open. And if it is, you can really, really get rewarded by jumping in. So, worst case scenario, I mean, it gives us really good fixing that we were already planning on playing, right? Like, if I'm not running the red, then I just have good Sultai mana. Okay. I mean, Doomscar Oracle's probably the best card in this pack, but given what we've taken now, I don't mind taking a Mists of Lityara. It's either that or the Snow-Covered Plains, which just has no relevance to the deck right now, so we'll take the Mists. And now we'll take another snow card, the Grim Draugr. I'm not very big on this card, but I don't think I'm taking an Undersea Invader, so can just cut off some snow cards and see if maybe people read into that rather well. And again, Undersea Invader is whatever. Dread Rider is actually okay. Raise the Draugr is okay as well. Kind of a weak pack overall. Yikes. Wow, okay. I'm actually happy that this Horizon Seeker wheeled, given how this draft is now going. Although, you know what? Master Skald, not bad with Binding of the Old Gods, but Seeker's going to do some work here, and we'll take a sideboard Annul. Okay, almost certainly not running any of those, but we'll see. Not a bad first pack. We didn't really see much red, although we did take an early Demon Bolt. There's another Demon Bolt here to lead us into the Promised Land, perhaps. Although I did open a Cyclone Summoner. Another card that I've not been super impressed by. It's okay, but I think it might just be better here to take the Merit of the Frost. This card has done some amazing work for me. It can copy anything. So if you don't have a creature, I mean, oftentimes you're not going to play it out as a land, of course, but if you have like a Binding of the Old Gods or something you want to copy, you can do that. I think Merit here is probably better than Cyclone Summoner. It's either that or taking like Demon Bolt. I don't think Struggle for Scamfar is something I want to take here, so let's go with the Merit. Okay, and now we can just kind of take the Narfi and maybe move into like a Sultai Snow deck. That looks completely fine with what I've done so far. Narfi's a solid one. I'm expecting to see some more Snowlands since we had some really good ones come around late. We don't want to see all these Snow Plains. Those are the worst of them, but any other on-color duels would be nice. But yeah, let's go with the Narf. Okay, I think here I go with the Sculptor of Winter over the Floodplain. Bind the Monster's okay. I wouldn't really want to run more than one. The Shadow Sage has also done a ton of good work in this format. Just as a result of it having 5 toughness, it frequently can block everything in the format here, but Sculptor of Winter looks good. Maybe wheel the Priest of the Haunted Edge, but I think we're heavier green than black, which looks more like a splash anyways. Okay. I think Mistwalker here over Icehide Troll. The Icehide Troll is good in the snow deck, but the Mistwalker just has, I don't know, something about it makes it one of the better commons for sure. It's a changeling, so it has all of the synergies that you would get from tribal buffs or anything like that, or, you know, reducing the mana cost of Squash, that type of thing. It's a big flyer, though. It can block most other flyers reasonably well, and it attacks rather nicely, you know, later on in the game, so gonna take this Mistwalker. Otherwise, there's like a Bound in Gold, Carter. I mean, some other fine cards, but Mistwalker here for me. Okay, another Sculptor of Winter. And now with 2 Sculptors, and especially the Narfi, we're definitely going to want to keep an eye out for any of the on-color Snowlands. You'll notice in this pack, somebody did take a Snowland. So that's a little bit concerning, but... Oh, and you know what? What it feels like it probably was that there was a duel that was on color for them, but they're maybe not drafting Snow, because we're getting a Boreal Outrider here and an Ice Tunnel, both fantastic pickups. I think the Ice Tunnel is a very high pick here, but Boreal Outrider is also just insane. Like, when you play this and your opponent doesn't kill it, and then you just get to start making your creatures bigger and bigger and bigger, it's been so fantastic. That being said, it doesn't function without the Snowlands, but we still have a whole nother pack to go, so I think I can go ahead and take the Boreal here, and then prioritize these snowlands in the last pack. I'm going to go ahead and take the Raven form at this point. I don't mind running one in my decks, although again, it's not my preferred removal spell. Okay, Snow-Covered Swamp, Draugr's Helm. We're just going to take the Swamp here. The problem with the Draugr's Helm is that it is double black to utilize the final ability on that, and if I'm just splashing black, then that's going to be a little bit harder to do, so easy Snow-Covered Swamp there for me. Yeah, some really lackluster cards here. I'm not going the 5-color snow deck, so no Gates of Istfell this time around. I mean, I could splash the Skull Raid. I could take the Snakeskin Veil. I think the Veil is probably going to be a little bit better. We do have some good creatures to protect, so I don't mind taking that. Okay, well, I mean, maybe if I end up in heavier black, in pack 3, the Turgid Shadow is going to do some work, but for now, again, don't think we're going to take it. We did wheel the Priest, and obviously this is going to be better on turn 2 than anything else, but if I pick up enough Snowlands, then just having that will be fine. There's the Carve. I don't know if it's quite good enough in the deck, but we'll reassess after pack 3's done. So biggest thing to note is that I don't have any pack mates. Feels like people are finally understanding, coming around to how good those pack mates are. But I do have some removal otherwise, so it's not that big of an issue that I don't have some of the solid creatures. We have the Way Down. Mist is whatever. Raven form, whatever. Binding, good. Let's see, what are we looking for in the next pack? More on-color Snowlands and basically bombs. Not a great pack here for me. We opened a very solid Saga, but not one I'm going to take. This doesn't really feel like a Blood Sky Berserker deck, so I think the top pick here for me is just going to be the Bergstrider. I've been impressed with this card, especially if you can get enough Snowlands to make it consistently lock a creature down, because as a 5-mana 4/4, you know, if you're not paying snow with it, it's fine. Especially if you're going aggressive, but when you lock a full creature down with it, it is so good. Squash, Arnie slays the troll, but that seems like an easy Bergstrider here for me. Man, still getting a lot of snow plains too. Or rather, we've seen a lot of snow plains. We really wanted to see more snow forests and snow islands. We'll find out if that passing the ice tunnel for the Boreal Outrider ends up hurting me. And wow, we got one of the most swingy rares in the format. One of the stronger rares, I should say. That's Battle of Frost and Fire. I'm actually considering taking this because of how good it is. And it actually seems like it's rather decent in my deck. It doesn't kill Mordeet, it doesn't kill Bergstrider, it doesn't kill Lindworm. It kills Narfi, but we can get it back. It's good with Inga. If it kills it and I get to draw 3. Doesn't kill Mistwalker. What am I taking here if I'm not taking Battle of Frost and Fire? That's the real question. Like, Lityara Glade Warden is solid, but I think this is certainly the strongest card in the pack, and that gives me access to potentially splashing the Demon Bolt as well. Wow! And now we're getting past to Cosima, and I have to pass this Rimewood Falls, and that is... I don't like it, but man, Cosima is certainly... pretty close to a bomb, if not a full-on bomb. Like, if they don't kill this immediately and then you get to exile it and start, you know, ramping up with counters and eventually card draw, it's just so fantastic. I just passed a Highland Glade or whatever it's called. That's the red-green duel. I'm now passing a blue-green duel, but I can't pass Cosima. The power level of our deck is certainly going up. The two cards I don't love right now the most are the Priest and the Way Down, just because I'd rather just have a minor splash of black if possible. And in fact, splashing Demon Bolt in Battle of Frost is better. It's just that I have better black fixing. That is to say, these two cards are stronger. That's rough, though. Agar 2. A Doomscar now as well. Oh my gosh. Wow, Svella. Holy smokes. That's the second Agar. Svella's insane. Saw It Coming is very good. Okay, I might actually go with the Svella here now. We can just ignore the white cards, but we are seeing bomb after bomb after bomb for sure. I wonder if there was a good giant deck I could have drafted. It didn't feel like it at the time, but these are some crazy pickups. And now with Svella, you know, the red is looking a lot more tempting than anything else. There's a Herald here. This can get like my changelings and whatnot, but I think now we might be shaving these two black cards and putting in these red cards. I need fixing. Snow-covered swamp's not cutting it. I wonder if I'm supposed to take the golden pick or the gold vein pick here for some fixing. It actually doesn't seem crazy, even though I'm not like a super great pick deck. Could also be that I'm just supposed to take like the Lityara Glade Warden or the Outrider. Actually, I'm just gonna go with the Lityara here. Play it safe. Hopefully we can still find some more lands down the line, but I'm not expecting to. Again, another Snow Plains. So bad. Unfortunate. This looks like a fine time to take the Draugr Thought Thief. It crews like the Carve. It can help us find the correct mana. Another Binding of the Old Gods. Okay. So, man, something that really sucks is that passing that red-green duel means I cannot tutor it with the double binding. Because remember, binding just says search for a forest card. It doesn't say basic. So if I had taken that Highland, the red-green forest, the duel, then I'd be able to tutor it with these bindings. But we'll see. Maybe there's a small chance I can wheel it. I don't expect it to. Again, what, man, this is 8th pick or something? 9th pick, and we're seeing a ton of playables. I guess I'm just taking the Mirror Lake here over the pick. It's close. I kind of want to try the pick, and I definitely want like a run of short in the deck. It's just, oh man. I have enough playables, so the land is probably the smartest play. Arnie slays the Troll Wield? Okay. I don't know if we're going to play that, but that gives me a little bit of hope that the red-green land might come back. I don't remember what pick it was, but we've seen too many freaking planes. Don't think we're playing any of these ones. Take the Hawk. There was a late bound in gold. Yeah, darn it. All right, no lands came back. Oh, my mana is going to be a little bit sketchy for sure. Oh, of course we get this one back. But wow, saw it coming also wheeling this late is so crazy to me. I guess we're just 4-color. I think I'm going to cut the mists of Lityara now. Herald coming back this late too is nuts. Do I splash for Herald? It gets back, or rather it can tutor for Morit. Glade Warden. Doesn't hit bindings. Hits Mistwalker. Boreal. Hits the double Sculptor. Yeah, it could be worth splashing the Herald. This is a mess. And the reason it's a mess is because I'm lacking the fixing. It's very possible I needed to take the lands higher here because I've got a lot of payoff cards, a lot of powerful cards, but the mana base is going to be an issue for sure. We can probably run this card though, right? Yeah, I think we have more than enough elves to tutor for. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not an elf. 5, 6. Maybe 6 is a little bit on the lower end of things. I guess it's hard to cast 3/2 Menace that sometimes draws a card. Is that worth it? Maybe not. Maybe it is just better to run the Mists for some interaction. Kind of still like running the Snakeskin Veil though, because I have a lot of high value targets to protect. Alright, I'm going to try it like this. And yeah, I mean, the mana base is a stretch, but maybe we can draw well. Although I'm going to venture and say that this deck is probably going to lose to itself, not drawing the correct colors some number of the time. But that's okay. So we definitely want at least one basic of every type, so that we can tutor for it with the Horizon Seeker. I don't think we need 2 swamps. Or I guess that would be 3 in addition. 5, 6, 7. That's 8 blue sources. 5, 6. That's 7 green. We don't need 8 blue sources, though. 6, 10, 11, 12. Go 2 mountains. Oof. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 7 blue, 7 green, 3 black, 2 red. Okay. Oh, this deck would be so much better with that red-green duel. Holy smokes. Again, just because we could double tutor for them. All right, I mean, if I draw well, this deck can definitely 3-0. It has very high power level, but I'm not going to be surprised with any record, basically. We could do very well if we just draw well, and then again, we could do poorly if we don't draw well. So let's hit the draft tables, and we'll see you back for round 1. Okay, here we are for round 1 of this Kaldhiem draft with our 4-color soup deck. Can't mulligan this hand. Kind of just looks like we have a fine red-blue deck. Our opponent leading with the Volatile Fjord scares me, because that could definitely mean they're running Giants, in which case the Battle of Frost and Fire is not going to be anywhere near as good. They played a turn 2 Immerstern Raider, though, which I don't really care about. And in fact, I don't think they would expect me to trade here, but we don't have that many snowlands in the deck. We have none in our hand anyways, so don't mind making that play. They go Firewalker. I'm going to Surveil myself. We definitely don't want to put the Ice Tunnel in the graveyard. That gives me black. Again, this is another trade I'm fine to make here. Ooh, as they hit a Demon Bolt, but they didn't play a land first, so that means that a Demon Bolt is wasted, and I'm going to definitely trade away as well. They could have a Run Amok here or something, but it's kind of nice that Demon Bolt's gone forever. And let's just foretell our Raven form and pass. So maybe they're not on full-on Giants, because they have a few, I guess probably just curve fillers. So they're going to hit me for 2, put me to 18. And seize the spoils. All right, discarding a mountain. So, do I want to use the Binding of the Old Gods on the Mistwalker? That's the question. I don't think that's quite worth it. I think we're just going to play out our Glade Warden and pass. We have 2 creatures in the graveyard to pump up our creature with, and we can protect it with a Snakeskin Veil, so. Although I suppose since I do have a Raven form in my Foretold Zone, I can go ahead and use the Binding if I really want to. I think I'm going to use the Binding on that one, though. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and just fire this off on the Bergstrider. Could have a problem if they play a big giant this turn, because they can give it haste with the Cavalry. Alright, that's a good card. That's not a card you love to see when your opponent has so few cards left in their hand. Wow, and a Glimpse of the Cosmos too, which they get to immediately cast again because of the Mistwalker. Damn, fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 here. 14 is still plenty. Let's go ahead and grab a forest since we drew the Rimewood Falls for the turn. I I guess what I'm going to do here is Sculptor and put 2/1/1 counters on the Sculptor to diversify my threats. Because this is a card that I already want to kill anyways. I'm not holding up the Snakeskin Veil for a turn, but hopefully that's fine. Also, if we go counter on the Sculptor, then the Battle of Frost and Fire wouldn't kill it. But they have a Bind the Monster for me. And they still have 3 cards in their hand. Okay, there's a Foretold card. And then Pump the Aven. Pump the Mistwalker just once, though. I mean, I guess I need to kind of Raven or Bird that now. It's not ideal, but it can poke me for too much. And then I guess we copy this. And at least get in for a little bit of damage. Oh, so you know what this could be? This could be the 4/4 give everything haste. Oh, it's a Bergs. Wait, no, it's a different card. I guess here I have to kind of give my creature hexproof because if they tap it down, they can give the Bergstrider haste and then hit me for 5. Oh, they did have a Saw It coming. Okay, so I am going to take 5 here anyways. And another land, damn it. So I can't actually pump or anything here, and, well, looks like we know a card I'm going to be taking out going into game 2. As they have a Depart the Realm, sure. Alright, good draw from the opponent, but they did cast a Behold the Multiverse and Glimpse the Cosmos, so no surprise they were able to find some juice. Yeah, Battle of Frost and Fire out. Looks like Mists of Lityara could serve me well here. I don't think we want the Waydowns. Yeah, just something like this. Hopefully we can get an early Asika's Chariot online and then, well, just beat them with that. Okay, game 2, round 1. We are versus the Blue-Red Giants, and you know what? I'm going to keep this hand because Chariot is good enough to keep. Yeah. Nothing else to say. I mean, I have both mountains in my hand, but if we can just slam turn 4 Chariot with just a teeny bit of backup, we could end the game. I have to be a little bit careful. I know they have the Saw It coming in their deck, so kind of glad they didn't foretell anything there. Okay, Rimewood Falls, that's good. Unlocks my Mistwalker and my Bergstrider on a later turn. I'm going to reveal a Bergstrider to ping me for 2 here. And a Firewalker. Alright, so we are going to be in good shape. As I get to just slam this Chariot. And then start going to town. This is Fortecrew, yes. They don't have any snowlands yet, too, which is nice because even though they can cast the Bergstrider this turn, it doesn't. Oh well, I'm gonna say it doesn't keep it tapped down, which they can do now. Oh, they're tapping a kitty cat. Interesting. Okay, I'm fine with that. That might have been a mistake. They have a Frostbite, I guess? Sure. That's okay by me. So what I get to do here is I get to Bergstrider their Bergstrider. Crew my Chariot and make another cat token. Oh yeah, I mean... And now you see the power of this gosh darn card. It's just way too good. Yeah, sure. Take 4. That's great. Basalt Ravager, kill a cat token, I guess. Sure. So, I need to play another creature in order to get... I guess what I can do here is I can play the Mistwalker, pump the Mistwalker, crew the Chariot, and if they block, Snakeskin Veil to keep it alive. Seems like a good play. It's a 1/1 counter as well, so it's going to retain that counter even though it stops being a creature at end of turn. This might be a close race, though. I mean, they still have a lot of pressure on me. Oh, yeah. Wow. See? Another Bergstrider here. Are they going to hit me for 7? Well, the race is on. Mists of Lityara. Was that a good draw? Probably. I don't think I can win if I don't attack. Is that even true? If I block, I can go to 1 if I do this. I guess I should probably play it safe. Raven form this turn. And pass with the mists open. No attacks. No plays. Interesting. Okay, we drew another fine creature. Alright, I'm going to crew the cat. Attack for 5. Make a 2/2. They might throw a double block in front. I want to order... I think we want to order the Berg first and then turn off the Firewalker. Go to damage. Oh yeah, fantastic. And we'll go ahead and play out the Boreal afterwards. 3 blockers. They could have a whatever giant card of their own. They're going to probably have to attack here and use the ability and hope to hit something would be my guess. Okay, seize the spoils. That's not bad. So they're going to have to pay 3 mana. They're going to potentially have, what, 5 mana afterwards if they play a land as well? Nope. All right. Woof. Like I said, the game plan is always Chariot. All in on the Chariot. So what have we seen from them? We've seen the Bind the Monster. We've seen the Invasion of the Giants. Have I seen any other artifacts or enchantments that are worth countering? That I mean, if I saw 3 or more targets, I think it's probably worth bringing in. But I think it was just the 2, right? This is a deck where I would really, really like to have, what do you call it? Disdainful Stroke versus the Bergstriders can just put me so far behind. Maybe on the draw, I take out the Carve and just bring in Way Down for their non-giant creatures. Let's go to game 3, round 1. Pretty solid looking hand. No Chariot, but I got a Snowland, a Sculptor, and 2 decent follow-ups. Ooh, 3 decent follow-ups. Lindworm is really solid here. Okay, they just have a Foretell. Hey, the Chariot. Hey, okay, we have a game plan because If they just tap out for some random creature, I get to play a turn 3 chariot. If they don't, I don't believe I'm supposed to. I think I just run out the Mistwalker here, play around them having a counter. Sure, yep. The Demon Bolt, the Mistwalker, that's fine. Another Foretell, that's okay. This time I don't mind running out the Narfi, because the Narfi can come back later. But again, I want to protect the Chariot, because this card is whatever if they counter. Nice. Bind the monster. That's annoying, but it still has the static ability. So now do I want to go for the Lindworm? Okay, I think I will. I think I'd still rather have the Chariot than the Lindworm when they counter this. If they counter this. Yep, that's fine. And now we are hopefully free to just slam. I'm going to go ahead and attack here. It's a free roll attack. Oh, do they have a null? Oh, fantastic. All right, they got me pretty good. Wow, so they had it both. That's why they kept that hand. It was so good versus the bombs they knew I had in my deck. Now we have a problem. They dealt with both my Lindworm and my Chariot here. Okay, well, Way Down was a good draw. Can kill the Agar. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Snakeskin Veil. Clear the way. I've got nothing else going on anyways. We have the Raven form for a later large creature they might have. Ooh, and now they can't cast the Glimpse from the graveyard, which is kind of nice. I'm guessing they have at least one Bergstrider already in their hand that they can't cast since they've been missing lands. It's decent. They might have another Demon Bolt. I would hope not, though. And then we are going to just Draugr ourselves. Put that in the graveyard. No, thank you. I will keep that one. Narfi's still doing a lot of work here as both the Draugr and the Sculptor are getting pumped up by it. Oh no! I can't actually kill that one. Oh wait, I can kill the artifact though, right? I think that's probably worth it. So Raven form the artifact. Bolt the Giants. Attack with both. Force them to chump. They go to 3. Keep the pressure on. Bergstrider doesn't do it because they don't have a snow land. Am I going to get there? Is this going to work? Haha! That's not going to work, friend. All right, they didn't have the Snowland, and we actually managed to beat a really good-looking Giants deck. So I think that's my game plan. Just draw Chariot every game. Let's go to round 2. Okay, here's round 2 of this Kaldhiem draft. We are on the play with a 1-lander. So let's go down to 6. And yeah, can't ever mulligan that hand. I'm just going to pitch the Raven form, I guess. Seems like the Horizon Seeker is actually going to be pretty important here. In fact, I wonder, depending on what they do, if I'm not supposed to... No, there's no way I don't run that on turn 3, right? Suspend on turn 2, Horizon Seeker on 3. That's got to be the play. And this Horizon Seeker is going to have to do a lot of work because it's... yeah. It needs to find my 2 other colors. As the opponent has a fin. Okay. Well, they're green-white, so unless they like Bound in Silence or whatever it's called, Bound in Gold this, we should be okay. So here's a novel idea. What I could do is attack with the Horizon Seeker. Whatever they block with, I could bolt it afterwards, after blockers are declared, but still get the boast ability off. Interesting for sure. Something to think about if I wanted to. I'm definitely attacking here. I think instead, though, I'm just going to save the bolt, grab the island, and then what we can do is set up for Inga into Battle of Frost and Fire, wipe their board, and hopefully draw 3 cards. That would be nuts. Okay, they just foretold a card, though. So, I think here we want to hold up the Snakeskin Veil more than we want to hold up the Bolt. And let's see. We definitely don't need a second island. The Mistwalker is a little bit interesting. It is a giant. Same thing with the Lityara Mirror Lake. It's not bad. Are those powerful enough to keep, though? That's the question. Yeah, yes and no. I guess I'm okay going double top. Like, with the Battle of Frost and Fire and the Inga, I'm planning on drawing 3 cards anyways. I think the Lityara has high enough potential, for sure. And the Mistwalker is something that I can do to make it look like maybe I don't have a Wrath, right? Okay, and you know what? I think we found a good turn to fire off this Battle of Frost and Fire. I would like to draw 3 cards, please. Not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad. Sure, they have a Lindworm. I mean, that's annoying, but... Oh, well, there you go. Oh my gosh, the hits. Alright, so I don't need this island. The Bergstrider's actually not that good because I don't have a Snowland yet. But I could keep it on top for sure. It's also something to do with the Battle of Frost and Fire. I could double top here. Okay, my concern here is that I am going to run out the Lindworm. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to wait. We're going to play the Chariot. We're going to hold open the Snakeskin Veil and the Demon Bolt. Next turn, we're going to get the final trigger of the Battle of Frost and Fire. And so when I cast the Lindworm, we're going to be able to draw 2 and discard 1, discarding the Narfi. And that way we can dig towards either a Snowland or just some more mana or something. This is a much better line. Because if I just play out the Lindworm and they have the struggle for Skemfar, I get completely wrecked, right? So I'll block here. I'll go ahead and what looks like a chump. They could definitely still have a Snakeskin Veil in their hand. They kind of felt like they did on that turn that I cast the Battle of Frost and Fire. But now if they try to kill my cat, I can protect it. And if they just pass the turn, I go for a bolt on the Lindworm. Okay. Alright, let's go for the kill on the Lindy. That successfully went through. Our Battle of Frost and Fire is going to trigger the final mode. I'm going to play out a 6-drop. I'm going to loot, discard the Narfi, gain 4 life. I'm going to crew the Lindworm, attack for 4, and make another cat. Holy smokes. This is called Living the Dream. And my hand is just stacked. Completely jacked. I get to copy a Lindworm next turn as an 8/8. Gain another 4 life. do all this nonsense. They did have a struggle. Fantastic. Bound in gold the Lindworm. Okay, that's also fine. And we even drew our swamp. Look at that. Alright, so I'm going to... I guess I'd just Bergstrider this turn, actually. Tap down their dude. Keep making... Yep, keep making tokens. Alright, I mean, hey, like I said, if we draw our Chariot every game, or if we just draw our mana very well, our deck can do things, and so far so good. Who needs fixing when you can draw a card every turn and have that card be what you need? Exactly. All right, any sideboard versus them. Again, way down looks a little bit interesting. Don't think I want to cut any of my top end, though. Maybe the Lityara Glade Warden could be cut. How good is this Boreal? Realistically, I have 3 Snowlands. I guess I can cut the Boreal here and bring it away down. I like the Boreal more than the... Sorry, I like the Thought Thief more than the Boreal, because this will often not do anything because of how few snow mana I have. I mean, I do have Svella, that's not true. Svella produces enough snow that I could pump up my creatures, but being able to look at the top of my library and be like, okay, well, I don't want to draw that, seems better in a deck that is running 4 colors with little fixing. Game 2 on the draw. This is not a keeper. OP also went down to 6. That is much better. Absolutely. I mean, I have one of my 3 Snowlands in hand, so Sculptor has some decent potential, but it's got to be either Sculptor or Carve here. And I think I'm just going to pitch the Sculptor. If I draw a green source within the first 2 turns, so be it. I'm missing out on some good value, and well, you got me. But that's okay. Foretell from the opponent. 8. And you know, oh god, we would have had our turn 3 Chariot. I should have had faith in the deck. I knew better. Like I said, this deck needs to draw well, and yeah, here we are. Alright, let's go with Cosima. They're green-white, so even if they put the bound in gold on this, we can still... Yeah, it's a triggered ability, not an activated. So we can exile it and start getting some extra value. We're going to slam the Chariot the turn after that. Like, this is just all kinds of fantastic for us. Exile, yes. Land. Add counter. Play my Chariot. Of course, I drew all 4 colors because, well, I'm a champion. No! My wings! My Chariot's wings! You've broken them. How rude. Land. Add a counter. Narfi. Pass. Next turn, I'll go ahead and bring back the Cosima, draw 2 cards. It'll enter as, what, a 4/6? Yeah. Ooh, I still need... Yeah, I need to start hitting the opponent before they get to 27 life, too. I guess I can play 2 spells this turn if I play the untapped land, even though I won't be able to use the Lityara. Alright, draw 2. Fantastic. Oof, looking good. Yeah, so let's go ahead and attack for 4 here. Alright, I'm fine with that trade. Now we go Carve It Up plus Mistwalker. That's fine. That doesn't gain them enough life to... Or that doesn't gain them any life to put the Valkyrie as a problem. Yeah, I guess I'm exiling this. And then I'm going to play the forest, add a counter, attack, because I'll triple pump if they want to trade. That's fine by me. That's a deal. All right, so now I don't have to worry about that anymore. And again, we just have so much value in our hands, plus the battlefield. It's going to be hard to lose. Like, I got to go Lindworm into Morit at this point. You know, I can Mirror Lake. I still have the Cosima in the graveyard. As soon as I find one more Snowland, I can Narfi. Yeah, I mean, they're not even attacking here. Sure. 3/2 fly, I don't care about that. Bergstrider's coming in hot. In fact, all right, I'm going to go ahead and play the land, draw one card. I think I'm just going to start Bergstriding, yeah? Bergstrider attack for 8? That seems pretty good. And we're drawing a binding next turn. Fantastic. All right, yeah, this is all looking Gucci. And remember, if you Morit and copy Bergstrider, it still keeps the creature, or it's going to use the it's going to copy the tap ability. Sure. I'm gonna kill that, my friend. I'm sorry. Exile, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 mana left over afterward. This is probably going to prompt a scoop, honestly. I kill the Ravenous. I play the Glade Warden. I crew the Carve. I attack for infinite. Yeah. All right. Well, the game plan of always drawing Chariot and always drawing perfect mana is working out. We're 2-0. Let's see if I can get one more. And here we are for the final round of this Kaldhiem draft. Oof. Pretty awkward. We only have 2 mountains in the deck. I think this is probably a fine keep, though, as we have 2 castable cards and then something we can foretell. But, yeah, I'm quite happy that we are starting off 2-0 here with a deck that's pretty questionable mana-wise. Island, foretell, forest, okay. Could be on a similar deck here, some kind of snow deck. Best possible draw, probably Ice Tunnel. Darn, never lucky. Is there anything I have to worry about attacking into here? I don't think so. I don't really care if they counter this Boreal. Again, we don't have that many Snowlands in the deck. That's less of a card that I'm thrilled to see. All right, we really need to draw a blue source next turn. Blue source next turn, and we got some stuff going on for us. Ooh, that's great. That 3/2 wasn't doing much in our deck anyways. So the fact that they cashed in the Raven form this early is kind of nice. Go ahead and just foretell our Demon Bolt and pass. Hopefully they don't play a 5/5 here. They have a Boreal of their own. We'll see if they play a 2-drop off of it as well. Alright, and that's a card I will happily kill. Let's draw a blue source. So close. So close to good. Alright, attack for 1 with the bird they gave me, and then foretell the Raven form. Guess any land next turn would be good, because even a Snowland I would be able to untap immediately. Ooh, Bears of Lityara. That's scary. It's going to turn their changelings into 4/4s next turn, and they have 2. Okay, well, we did... Oh, actually, I can kill the binding now. Or rather, I can kill the enchantment now. That's probably worth it. Oh! Did I draw my 1 swamp? No. Wait. Oh, sorry. This searches for a forest. Never mind. For some reason, I was like, this searches for a swamp, and I only have 1 swamp. But I actually have 2 in the deck. Yeah, okay. So I'm okay now trading. They might actually just take the hit because they don't want to trade a changeling at this point. And then we kind of get them by blowing up the enchantment. Oh, wait, do I have Rimewood Falls? I think I have 1 Rimewood Falls in the deck, right? I have the blue-green land and then a blue-black land. So I actually get to tutor for my blue source next turn. I think so. As they do a bunch of nothing, sure. I even get to untap it with my Sculptor. Oh, yeah, fantastic. All right. So what's the play here? I guess it's just Chariot. Gives me a bunch of tokens. Kind of nice versus all of their random 2 toughness creatures, for sure. Maybe they have another Raven form for the Chariot. King Harold's Revenge. Huh. Okay. 2 King Harold's Revenges? Interesting. Huh. Is that even good for them? I guess I'm taking 4, 8, 11 damage here. I can go block, block, block. Leave the bird alive for the Chariot. Alright, that seems fine. They have 1 card left in their hand. That's not that bad. So creatures I control gain Death Touch. Yes. Is it better to Berg here, or is it better to Inga with Snakeskin Veil open, I wonder? I guess it's better to Berg, right? Let's keep their 3/2 lockdown. Attack for 4, make another bird. It's going to be a close one, I think. Oh, do they have a Bergstrider? They do, don't they? Sure. I wonder what they're going to lock down, though. I don't think they're going to lock down a bird here. Going to 1. That seems fine. 1 is not 0 after all. And then... Man, I can't quite kill him this turn, can I? So close. Well, I guess... I'm not missing anything here, right? I can't kill them. I can Raven form the Berg. That doesn't do it, though. Alright, so I think... No. Yeah, I think we're just gonna... Inga here. Scry 3. Don't want any of those. This might be safe, although I'd have to pay 2 and then 2. No, we don't want that either. Pass. Holding up the veil here for protection. If they can target any of my creatures. Indeed, they drew interaction. All right. They only have 1 card left in their hand, and it's a land. Okay. I think we've stabilized. They want to trade. I guess yes, I'm okay with that. They have no cards in hand. All right, that's Horizon Seeker. Crew up the Chariot. I have to block with 1 if I attack. And I'm going to have 3 blockers back to their 2 creatures. All right, that seems fine. Okay. All right, your move. Hey, woof! Got the first game. All right, I think we want to bring in the Mists of Lityara. And maybe even the Way Down. I mean, this has a high target on its head, but we know it's not very good in my deck. I'm going to go ahead and just cut that. Maybe the Carve is not worth it on the draw. Go something like that. Oh, actually, maybe I cut the Lityara. No. The Carve seems fine to cut on the draw. All right, let's go to game 2 of the final round. Can we pull off a trophy? I have a very high success rate of drawing my 1 of Chariot and drawing all of my mana perfectly, so let's see if I can continue rolling hot. I'm definitely keeping this hand. We have 2 castable removal spells already. We have 3 great cards with 1 green source, which I believe we have 7 green sources in the deck, maybe 8. So obviously a little bit of a risk with this hand, but with 2 removal spells, at least we can buy a lot of time. How hard can it be? How hard can it be? Just draw what you need. Literally. Do you want to win a game of Magic? Draw what you need. Did you think about that? Think again. Just do it. Okay. I like suspending the bolt here. The Sculptor doesn't do much except block 1 damage currently. And Avalanche Caller is a card we definitely want to kill at some point. Alright, they're going to make it a 2/4. That's fine. And now we are going to ask the question, can you kill this fella? Because this card is so good in my deck, so if we can fade the Raven form here. Oh no! They have their stupid revenge card. Ah, darn it. I mean, we knew they had 2 of those in the deck, so maybe that's on me, but... Alright. We'll kill it. That's one of the reasons I brought in the Mists. Reflections of Lityara. Oh boy, what are they gonna name here? Because that's another card that can quickly take over the game. They're on Warrior. How nice it is to draw perfectly. Alright, let's slam Narfi. Let's attack for 3. All 4 of my colors. Remember when I started with this hand? Yeah, then I drew perfect. Oh god. Is that, I'm terrified. Is that 5/6 giant a warrior? The Flash? Because if it is, they're about to get 2 5/6s. I'm 100% attacking here with both. The Flash giant enters tap, so that's not a huge problem. Okay, looks like they're chumping the Narf. That's good. Play a tap land. Scry 3. Is this enters or cast? Whenever you cast, it copies, so the counter is not even that impressive here. I mean, the second forest is good for Lityara, but we don't need that right now. I guess I'm going to bottom the Saw It Coming. I'll keep the Glade Warden, as we have 1 creature in our graveyard already. It's a changeling, so Narfi pumps it. And I can hold up Mists in addition, but... I mean, we'll see. Oh, they didn't do anything end of turn. Wow! So are they flooding out? They might just be flooding and getting very unlucky. I for sure thought they were going to have the 5/6 flash, and they had nothing. Ho, 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 ho. Ladies and gentlemen. I did it. I did it. All you need to do... Oh, I can't look at the deck. All you need to do is draw perfect. How hard can that be? Oh, there we go. View your previous deck. Yeah, so... Again, like I said, I wasn't going to be surprised with any performance of this deck. Clearly, and I'm going to say this right now, I got very, very lucky with my draws. I drew the correct mana at the correct time, given my poor mana base. I drew Asika's Chariot in the majority of the games. So, yeah. I'm sad we didn't get to go off with Svella at all, but hey... Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just draw a little lucky and have some very powerful cards because, I mean, you can't say that this deck wasn't powerful, right? This deck had a million different very strong cards. It's just the mana base. And today, fortune favors me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this look at another Kaldhiem draft. Still loving this format. I like all the interactions and different things that you can do here. Don't forget to check out all of my other content here on the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.